Hello, this is Michael with the Black Belt Project, and today I wanted to go over how I use my Tickler file. Now, if you've read Getting Things Done, you know that David Allen suggests using a Tickler file, which is an excellent idea and something you got to have. But he also suggests using 43 folders to use, which is the 12 months and the 31 days, and to use the actual physical item to remember, and to check the Tickler file down the road as the date comes up and then pull it out when you need it. Now for me, I found that system way too bulky, and so I changed his Tickler file system to one that works extremely well for me, and I just wanted to kind of walk you through what you needed to do that. Now, what I do, I have a folder set up, and you probably should have one too already, called Waiting For. It's a plastic folder, which means that it can stand a lot of wear and tear, and I keep that in my briefcase all the time, and anything that I need that's waiting for, I stick in that folder. And then online, you guys probably already know, I really strongly believe in an online calendar because it can send you reminders, and then not only email reminders but also text reminders too. And so what I also have in my email account is, if you see here, you can kind of see where it says Yahoo Reminders. I have a filter set up that any reminder that comes in from Yahoo goes right to that folder. And I know when I check that folder, those are all my ticklered items from my calendar. So how this works is that I get an item. I met with my assistant, and she gave me some information about a meeting I got coming up in a couple weeks with some information I'll need for that meeting. And then I'll go to my calendar, which is in Yahoo, and then I'll set up the time of the meeting. I'll put in the information about who's going to be at the meeting, the address for the meeting, the phone number, and then set up a reminder that will remind me a couple days ahead of time, and it'll send a reminder to my email and to my BlackBerry. And so then what I do is I just take the hard copy of the thing I'll need for my meeting, and then I just put that in my Waiting For folder, and then I stick that in my briefcase, and then I can forget about it. And then a couple days before my meeting, I'll get an email that goes into my Yahoo reminders. You can see it's bold right now because I got a few reminders in the last few minutes. And then it'll also send me a text message. And so I've got two ways that I'll remember that I've got that meeting coming up. Now you might wonder why I have it sent both places. And the reason is because any folder here that I have something filtered into, if you have a BlackBerry, you'll know that you can only check your inbox. And so your inbox emails come here, but not the ones that come in folders that are down the list. So I have it text there too, and then that way if I don't have access to my computer, my Tickler file still works for me, and then I kind of use it as a safeguard too, as a backup. So anyway, that's how I have my Tickler file set up. I strongly recommend you set yours up that way because it's portable. You don't have to remember to check it because you get email. You check your email probably every day anyway. And it's not very bulky. It's a system that's worked really well for me. So anyway, I hope that helps in your GTD setup. And thanks for listening to day 6 of how to set up a Tickler file.